This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the second-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. Touchdown. Tie. It was a foot race and he won it.
All the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here they are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
BAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keeping it on the ground here. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here comes the bunch formation. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. First down here for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Stewart. He's brought down out at the 46.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Runs through the defender. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Great cut there. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
A lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it. Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. The eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Arizona.
Second down play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. Looks like Arizona will have the first down.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The back's got it. And that run produces a decent gain. crucial third down play coming up after that run. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Arizona 0.
So we'll start the second quarter here with a field goal attempt as they line up. The distance will be from 38 yards out. This one is right through.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Set to kick this one away.
And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And your Alabama Crimson Tide will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Chris, I don't know, but just something about that Bama uniform, when they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Down he goes. A sack. How about the big nose tackle? Known as a run stopper, but he gets to the quarterback that time.
Yeah, usually the big man is off the field when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You know, like you said, Chris, this guy's usually known for just eating up blocks, but the big man there shows he's got enough twitch to get to the quarterback, and he gets a sack.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
But when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3?
And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Hand off to the single back. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the wideout goes in motion. Warning play called on 3rd and short. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line. Eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Alabama needing this fourth down conversion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. His defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
No problem with the PHC to lead 14-3. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. Trying to find some room. It's Stewart.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Here's the second down play. Looks like Arizona will have the first down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's caught. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Arizona has now moved into the red zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. Trying to get the throw off. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the return man steps out of the 28. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Stewart. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. No huddle here for the offense. It's a shotgun run call. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Looks like Arizona will have the first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass this time. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver makes the catch. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. And that catch is hauled into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Coach deciding to go for the two-point conversion to tie the score right here. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it into the end zone. That conversion will tie up this game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's the running back in the flat. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
2nd down coming up.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And looking for a big play here. Touchdown, Alabama. Will take the lead in the 2nd half.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14.
That makes the score Alabama 21, Arizona 14.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick this one away.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
Lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Arizona.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
team has called for a timeout before the kickoff. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And the ball caroms into the receiver's hands. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Short connection to the tight end here. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
A fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw yet again. Catch made on the out route. They wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. Try and muscle for the first down. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on third down. It'll bring up fourth down. And right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They've got to call their best fourth and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial fourth down play. They need to convert. He'll drop back. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs. We're in the late stages of this game.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
There was so